out wanting you or not, but that people were looking to debunk this thing where in the past politicians have piggybacked on ideas for political expediency and not for the issue, the aorta of the idea, whereby people did not make the connection between their democratic right to choose the next administration and their by their vote. Didn't make the connection. Whether we want to, it may make sense to you because people didn't get it, that you can't sit. So this could be the answer, and I'm going to ask Kidi, that you cannot sit in your house and imagine that your sentiment is going to bring in the next leader if you wanted a change. But that now we see that even if it's a wave, well and good, but what is happening? People are registering. And so people have made the connection that I will be involved in the next decision, and that's why they're insisting on going to register. Does that make any sense?
Well, it does make a lot of sense in this, but in a context. And the context is, and I started by saying that when I was talking about nihilistic violent extremism, again, sometimes finding its way as a tool of expression in politics, that you look at the root causes. And one of the root causes is the loss of significance. When a majority of people feel that they've lost significance, then they resort to a lot of means to try to regain that significance. What are the things that lead us to that loss of significance? One of them could be the high cost of living. It could be the unemployment rate. It could be marginalization. It could be the feeling that the duty bearer does not care. And so when all this happens, then that is where you realize that the young people then step on the streets to want to regain that significance. It is again from there that you realize that even a good initiative now as to Kadi is therefore weaponized as a tool against the duty bearer. And when the duty bearer or people associated with the duty bearer jump on it, they're quick to say, this is not for you. Why are they saying it is not for you? Because they in their estimation is that this Niko Kadi is a protest against the duty bearer. From a strategic standpoint, you then therefore realize that that has a net effect of eroding an otherwise good initiative. Because then again, when the rubber hits the road, you realize that a typical influencer might have, say, not more than 100,000 people on their Twitter account. About a week or so ago, our friends from the Linda Mwananchi faction said that they are very popular, and they set up something through which their members could register. After weeks of rallies and a lot of political abracadabra, they were only coming to 25,000. In the words of their own leader, that those numbers could only help someone get elected as an MCA or an MP in some of the remotest constituencies. As someone who continues to work with young people, as someone who thinks that this country is too good to fail unless we stop believing in ourselves, I think that we can organize better, but that organizing must be informed by mainstream political organizing as envisaged in the Constitution. Thank you.
And that is what the young people are resisting.
Saying no to.
Yes, they're saying that the old organizing